Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's topic of discussion is advice, and today's journal entry is titled as Beyond the Blueprint. Now, I've noticed how easy it is to give advice and how quick we are to take it, but more importantly, how often we forget that advice is not a one-size-fits-all. We're in a world where everyone has a platform, and I feel like there's always a step-by-step guide or how-to tutorial for how to live your life and how to think and how to become your best self. And while some of that guidance can be very helpful and it can reach out and resonate with people, it's also important to notice that not every piece of advice is meant for everyone, and that what works beautifully for someone else might be completely wrong for another person. Now, when given advice, I've gotten into this habit of asking two questions. I've noticed that a lot of time people came to me for advice, and usually it's someone that I love and that I care about, so of course I want to be the best support system that I can be and to give them guidance on how to get out of this messy situation. But oftentimes I realize that people don't really want advice and they won't take it, and they just need a place to talk about things and to just vent and to rant for a little bit. So in order to save myself the frustration of not being heard or not being listened to, or using the phrase "I told you what to do but you just won't do it" and cause even bigger discussions and frustrations, I ask them these two questions. One is, do you want me to give you advice as if I were you, as if I am experiencing this situation as you? Or do you want me to give you advice based on what I would do if that situation happened to me? Because those are two pieces of advice and they're very different. Now, when I give you advice as if I were you and you choose to hear that option, I take the time to step into your world. I think about what you value and how you respond to things and what you can actually handle. I cater that advice to your temperament and your boundaries and the version you call peace. But when I give myself advice, or when I give advice as myself, that comes from my own capacity. I know what I can handle and what I can face and what consequences I'm willing to carry. My advice tends to be a little bit tougher because I can bear the weight of it and I can bear the outcomes that come from it. For example, if I set a firm boundary that could lead to confrontation, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with dealing with the tension, and I'm okay with even the possibility of losing someone if it meant standing by my truth. But not everyone is built that way, and that's completely okay. Maybe you're not someone confrontational. Maybe you value harmony and peace. So if I were to tell you what I would do in your situation, I could give you advice that could cause stress and anxiety for you. But instead, if I step into your shoes, I might suggest that you approach the situation firmly but gently, and that you speak up in a way that feels authentic to you. Now, I feel like that's the problem with a lot of advice on social media. It's loud and it's bold and it's generalized. Cut people off and don't settle and know your worth. And while some of those messages are empowering and they can reach, it's information that could reach people out and help them, I think it's also important to realize how it can mislead you if you don't pause to consider whether that information and that advice truly fits your life. What might be a deal breaker for one person might just be a misunderstanding for someone else. What one person calls disrespect might be for you an opportunity to communicate and to grow. Your boundaries and your patience and your definition of peace doesn't have to mirror someone else's, nor should it. Another thing we forget is that advice itself comes with consequences. Every choice we make in response to someone's words carry weight. And we are the ones that have to live with that weight, not the person who we took advice from. That's why it's so important to ask yourself, can I handle the outcome of this? Some advice might sound empowering, but empowerment looks different for everyone. Sometimes doing what seems strong in someone else's eyes can cause unnecessary chaos in your own life. So think carefully and take what resonates with you, but also take responsibility for what follows, because once you act on advice, you can't hand those consequences back. You have to carry it yourself. If you take advice from someone and it ends up creating chaos in your life, you can't then go and blame that person for giving you the wrong advice. You can feel like they did, and you can feel stupid or beat yourself up for it, for taking that advice, but it's not their weight to carry, it's yours because you acted on it. And beyond that, be mindful of who you go to advice for. When you open up about your problems, you're being vulnerable, you're lowering your armor and trusting that someone will handle our truth with care, right? But not everyone has the pure intentions of doing so. Some people, even subconsciously, may not want to see you happy. Maybe the envy, and that envy can hide behind concern. And not all advice comes from a place of love at the end of the day. That's why you have to protect your peace and your story, because not everyone deserves to have access to your confusion or your hurt or your hopes. So choose people who genuinely want the best for you, and people who listen without judgment and speak with kindness. When you share your heart with the wrong person, you don't just risk making a bad decision, but you risk betraying your own trust in yourself. So the next time you seek advice, ask yourself, are you looking for someone to tell you what they would do, or what you should do based on who you are? And when you give advice, maybe ask yourself the same question, because empathy in advice giving isn't just about caring, it's about tailoring. It's about recognizing that we're not all built the same, and that's exactly what makes our perspective so valuable. In the end, advice isn't meant to be followed blindly. It's meant to be understood, interpreted, and adapted. You don't need to live by anyone else's rules or follow someone else's blueprint, but follow your own. Listen and learn and take what resonates with you. Leave the rest. After all, the best advice is the one that fits you. So I hope that you enjoyed today's journal entry. There are a lot of smaller topics hidden in it, which I hope that you take the time to figure out. And again, this isn't a how-to tutorial, but it's encouraging you to make sure that you do seek the best advice. Now, I could contradict myself and say that, all these how-to tutorials are on YouTube and all these videos of how to live your life are on YouTube, and maybe I contradict myself because this can be one of those videos, but I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just saying, take what resonates with you. If you feel like this is a really great video and it makes a point for you to be more careful with advice, then take it as that. If you find yourself that actually that generalized information resonates with you more, and that it was advice at one point that changed your life forever and you're happy with it, then be happy with it. It's absolutely up to you. You have the free will to do whatever you wish to do in life. As always, I hope everyone has a great day and that you all take care of yourself, and I shall see you next time. Bye bye.